Also following this breaking news just into our newsroom, Kroger CEO Rodney McMullen has resigned from the company following a board investigation of his personal conduct. Kroger says an investigation into McMullen started February 21st after reports of, quote, certain personal conduct. Now, Kroger says his actions were not related to the company, but was inconsistent with Kroger's policy on business ethics. The board has since appointed lead director Ronald Sargent to serve as interim CEO. Of course, we're going to continue to follow this story, all the developments, and we'll bring you the latest once we get it.
Okay, so you heard it there. Kroger Chairman and CEO resigns following investigation into personal conduct. And you see Ron Sargent steps in as the interim CEO and chairman. You see right there. Okay. Now they're saying this is just personal. This is nothing involving the business, I guess. They said this is just an investigation into kind of his personal life, I guess. Kroger, here, let's play this.
Kroger Chairman and CEO Rodney McMullen is stepping down after an internal investigation into his personal conduct. The company said that the investigation into McMullen's personal conduct was unrelated to the business, but was found to be inconsistent with Kroger's business ethics policy. Board member Ronald Sargent will serve as chairman and interim CEO, effective immediately. McMullen, who is 64, began his career with Kroger in 1978 as a part-time bagger and stock clerk. He served as Kroger's CEO since 2014. I'm Haya Panchwani.
Okay. Let me go over to Canva. Let's pull up Canva. Let's share this tab. And we can just go down like that. All right, and Kroger's been in the news recently. McMullen's departure comes as Kroger is regrouping from its failed effort to merge with Albertsons. I've covered that in a couple of breakdowns. The two companies proposed that they would have been the largest supermarket merger in U.S. history in 2022, saying they needed to combine forces to better compete with rivals like Walmart. So you see that was trending. And also, you see the two judges halted the $24.6 billion deal in December, saying it was likely to lessen competition and raise prices. Albertsons later sued Kroger, saying it had failed to make every effort to ensure that the merger would win regulatory approval. So there's been a whole lot of resigning going on lately, retiring going on lately, death going on lately. Notice the guy who takes over here as CEO and chairman. His name's Ronald, which rhymes with Donald, like Trump. Even like resign, or retire, however you want to put it, with the other stories. You get the R with Ronald. But come on, man, Ronald, like Donald. And notice how that look at dudes hanging out with Trump right there in some pictures that I see on Google. You see that? So you get another Trump connection. Board member Ronald Sargent will serve as chairman and interim CEO, effective immediately. Look at CEOs got 58 like Ronald Sargent. Sargent has been on Kroger's board since 2006 and has served as the lead director of the company since 2017. He's worked in several roles at the grocery chain across stores: sales, marketing, manufacturing, and strategy. Sargent is also the former chairman and CEO of Staples. Here's another image of the guy Is that might just be like a Trump like wax figure right there, to be honest. But that's supposedly Trump right there. And again, Ronald like Donald. Remember Trump was visiting McDonald's? They have the Ronald McDonald clown. And who was the last president to get shot before Trump? Was it Ronald Reagan? I mean, supposedly shot, right? Now notice Kroger shares fell more than 35% ahead of the opening bell Monday. And then it says here Kroger operates in 35 states. And I pulled this from another breakdown with US sues to block merger of grocery giants Kroger and Albertsons, saying it could push prices higher. I've been covering this. Look, you get 35s in that breakdown. US, United States, United equals 35. Grocery equals 35 and Albertsons equals 35. So you see how that all connects here by the numbers. It's like the numbers pop out with these trending stories, and then the other words fill in the details by the numbers to connect. It's an interesting thing that we got going on here. And there's another 35 even right here. Prior to its January 2015 merger with Safeway, they're speaking of Albertsons here. Well, look, 20 plus 15 is 35 as well. And that goes with that breakdown again right there. And all of this stuff, all of these breakdowns I've covered. But you see the 35 hits, 20 plus 15, 35, 3.5%. Kroger operating in 35 states. Grocery equals 35. Albertsons 35. So I dropped the Jimmy Johnson breakdown. I was supposed to do this one first. I'm like, oh, I thought I was more ahead. And then I noticed I didn't drop this. But yeah, I brought this up in that Jimmy Johnson, because Jimmy Johnson is retiring from Fox Sports, calling, I don't know what they call him, like an analyst or a commentator, whatever they call him, but breaking down the games or whatever. But he's retiring, so you get resigning, retiring, and all of this stuff keeps happening, right? All of these stories keep hitting lately. Remember Diana Taurasi's retiring as well. Lester Holt was stepping down at Nightly News, dedicating more time to Dateline. A lot of these characters from these news shows resigning. But anyways, Jimmy Johnson, he's got the name William, like William Rodney McMullen. Okay. And again, let me read the title here. Kroger Chairman and CEO resigns following investigation into personal conduct. And that's William Rodney McMullen. And again, Jimmy Johnson's got the William name with him retiring. And then this guy Ronald steps in like Donald, right? So, I mean, again, Trump connected here. But look at, you see the 233, William McMullen 233 reverse cipher? That's the 51st prime number, and resigning checks in with 51. You even get 51 and 15 date numerology with Monday with this story. Okay? Resigns got 36 and 36 like Rodney. And again, you get the double R's. Okay? The double R's. And remember, resign R, retire R, how all of this stuff connects. But resign 36 and 36, Rodney 36. Personal conduct, an investigation. Okay? And he resigns after an internal investigation. I have a feeling it's probably a little more disgusting than we think. And they like to give us these stories of the outcome of what's going on, but can we get details, please? Okay? I have a feeling it could be bad if we were to know. But look, Rodney 81 and 81. Okay? Personal conduct equals 81. Look at that. Okay? I mean, check it out. That's not a coincidence. All right? And they say about 65 years old. We don't get a birthday with the guy. Okay? But look, William McMullen equals 64 in reduction, and they say he's 64 in the article. Began his career, he's age 64 now, began his career with Kroger in 78 as a part-time stock clerk and bagger at a store in Lexington, Kentucky. But look, William McMullen in the reduction cipher, you get 64. And then look at what Google tells us about 65 years old. So if we don't know his actual birthday, they say he's born in 61. I saw some places that said 60. If we don't know his actual birthday, can we say he's 64? We could say maybe he's somewhere around there, I guess. Right? But maybe he is 64 because it hits in the code, right? William McMullen 64, and then it says he's age 64 there. But then you see how it says about 65. How do you not get a birthday? Like, they have our birthdays listed, right? Right? They could find out our birthdays. We're not on the main stage. You know what I'm saying? How do these guys not have a birthday available? Isn't that strange? And you know what else is wild? You get Mick Mullen stepping down here or resigning, however you want to put it. Mick Mullen is kind of like McDonald's, isn't it? With Ronald taking over with the Donald Trump connection, Ronald McDonald, Ronald Reagan Energy, right? McDonald's fast food. That's interesting. And what's that dude's last name? And so both of their names even start with R again. Ronald Sargent. Interesting, right? And you see him, he's really hanging out with what appears to be Trump right there. I don't know what that's about. It says Trump office for Staples. Probably just some political connection or backing. Maybe dude pumped some money into the campaign. I don't know. But I'm telling you, it all starts with the language, okay? Even Kroger's got 34 like William. 34, 34, the reduction ciphers. McMullen was named Kroger's CEO in 2014. 20 plus 14 is 34. You see that? And it even says in 2015, it says the following year became the company's chairman. Remember, 20 plus 15 is 35. To go with all these 35s, right? Operating in 35 states, shares fell more than 3.5% ahead of the opening bell Monday. Grocery giants and all of this. Grocery 35, Albertsons 35. You see that? And you see right there, born 1961. Okay. And that's pretty cool because um was it Sunday that was the 61st day of the year? I think it was Sunday, but we keep seeing 60, 61, and 62 popping up in gematria and such, and that keeps kind of connecting with the days of the year that we're on. So that's just pretty interesting right there. But as I drop this video right now, it's March 4th, okay? As I'm recording right now. All right, so let's hopefully get some volume with this other news clip. I know why the Jimmy Johnson video didn't have It seems like they fixed the problem with the volume on the clips sharing. But I think in the Jimmy Johnson breakdown, I was supposed to share, I think I shared the wrong tab. I was playing it on StreamYard, but I think I was supposed to play it on Google Slides to get the volume. So I think that was my error. But let's see if we can hear this. Let's play this clip.
Kroger's
It's
CEO
29 seconds, if not, but
is resigning after a personal conduct investigation. The company says it found Rodney McMullen's behavior inconsistent with Kroger's ethics politics and their policies. They say the behavior does not relate to Kroger's, quote, financial performance, operations.
man, look at how it says gas. Excuse me, 267 a gallon. Is that what that's? Man, where's that at? That sounds pretty decent compared to where I'm at over here.
Or reporting, and it did not involve any Kroger associates. McMullen held his position for more than 10 years. He's been with the company for nearly 5 decades.
That's weird how they won't tell us. Like, what did you do, man? Where's the article? Here's the article. Let's see, Cincinnati-based Kroger. Okay, so they're out of Cincinnati. Was made aware of the situation 221, February 21, and immediately hired an outside independent counsel to conduct an investigation overseen by a special board committee. They were made aware 221, but they're not giving us any details. Oh, let me refresh that. Let's put 221 in here. So they were made aware of the situation on the 52nd day of the year. Wow, that's close to the one day before is the 51st day of the year. And look how close that was. Resigning equals 51. And then William McMullen 233, the 51st prime. And then the article here syncs up. You see Monday, 51 and 15 date numerology. So that was very close on hitting right there. Okay, so I guess that Ronald dude is just interim CEO. They will conduct a search for its next CEO. Sargent agreeing to remain as interim until someone is appointed. Okay, that's all they give us here. So another one. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what the story is, man. If it's trending, it focuses and it highlights this you could say script or this magic spell that we're under, which is the English language that we're just kind of born into. It's like, here you go, this is what you do in this world, this is what you speak. And then later on, some of us realize, wow, we've been deceived. Okay, so there's more truth going on here that they're holding back. I think there's more information that we should be allowed in on. We should get some knowledge of here, but maybe it'll come out later. But again, a lot of these stores are closing. Okay, there's been a lot of recalls with a lot of foods and such. There's been protests about like certain dyes being used, food coloring or certain dyes. I know there was one with the Fruit Loops. I can't remember if it was like a red dye or something, some kind of coloring. But there's been protests. So they've been giving us a lot of junk in these stores. But a lot of these people resigning, retiring, what's going on, something that we don't know. We'll have to just wait and see, as we don't get let in on any of what's going on, just barely, slowly as it appears something's popping off. I don't know, but I guess only time will tell. Kroger Chairman and CEO resigns following investigation into personal conduct. Shout out to y'all. This is Daily Decodes 812. We'll see if any more details emerge. But until then, and until next time, peace.